Hey, Tony Galaxy here, popping in at the car dealer, giving my wife an oil change, and wanted to hop on here and continue our little series. Now, this is one of the things that a lot of times some women don't understand, and one of the things that I had to process as a man, and hopefully men get this as well. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that God, when He created humans, God knows us inside and out, and He knows that if we didn't have that desire to mate, that the human race would not be able to continue to exist. Because there are even men, and there's times and seasons when men will take and abstain for sport. A man will abstain. What you see, what guys, they'll have what they call no fap. They'll have, semen retention, and then you have like a boxer. When a boxer is in what you call it, a boxer is in training camp. There's times like that where a man will completely abstain. And so think about that. If that was so easily done, a man would be in a place to where he's not sleeping around at all ever. And if that was so easy, guess what? Men will start just chasing money. There's men who are not sleeping around because they chasing money. And so there's times where a woman can be replaced. There's also times where a woman is replaced by a man's hand. There's times where a physical woman is replaced by a woman on a computer screen or a phone screen. And this tick inside of a man, this is an innate thing that men have, that men continue to pursue. Thank you very much. And so you got to process that. And I see jokes online where women saying, "Oh, I'm finna pretend that I got a headache, or I'm finna pretend that I'm asleep, or I'm finna..." Listen, if you a married woman, you need to be trying to do something with your man as often as possible. A minimum of once a week. Don't let a week pass because that is still in a man. That's in a man. And not every man is in a place, because the number one thing that men hate is, and this may be any human being, is rejection. So a lot of men, if a man asks his woman, his wife, can she give him a little something, and she say no, then he may ask a second time, he may ask a third time. If she come up with an excuse each time, then that might be the end of it. At that point, you best to believe he finna get it somewhere else. And depending on his walk with the Lord, if he has a strong walk with the Lord, then he gonna get it from his hand, watching a video. And that's a strong walk with the Lord. If he ain't got a strong walk with the Lord, he finna go get a prostitute. If he don't have to get a prostitute, he fixing to go just pick up a woman, just like go shoot his shot as a woman. But he's not gonna live abstinent because you got a headache. So you better get you some Excedrin, better get you some BC powder. You better start eating right. You better regulate your hormones, and you got to get it together. You got to get it together. We talk about, we want to keep marriages together and all of that, but then we don't want to give what it takes and what we got to do to give. I don't feel like working today. I don't feel like working ever. I could cut my workload by 90% and make enough money to take care of me. But I can't cut my workload by 90% and make enough money to take care of my wife and take care of my sons. My son turned 18. My son turned 18 this Saturday. So I'm dang near gonna have to be popping pee on a handstand to make the money to take care of his thing this week, his birthday. So you got to think about that, and realize that your man don't feel like working and providing and bringing that, his half or all of it to the table, what he bringing. And this the thing, marriage is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's inconvenient. It ain't about, a lot of times we just think, oh, marriage is about happiness. Oh, marriage is about just love and joy and peace. No, it's about sacrifice. It's about selflessness. It's about doing what you have to do, not what you want to do. And so, see, for me, I don't, because I communicate, my wife don't turn me down. And if I need something, then I will express what I need. And a lot of men won't do that though. And for me, it took time. It took time for me to get to the point where I say, hey, baby, need my little son now. And then we'll do what I need to do as far as, whatever it is to help her, ease or be at ease or what have you. And now one thing for me is my wife don't work. So, hey, listen, this little 5 minutes that I'm asking for can't compare to the 40 hours you'll have to be stressed out on somebody's job every week. Now, every man is not in a place to do that. But if you ask any woman, most women who have been with a regular man knows that this is not no long drawn out thing. So you have to, and you got to understand, especially if you're a wife, that is spiritual warfare. If you can't sacrifice 5 minutes, if you can't get out your head, get out your stomach ache, get out your discomfort for 5 minutes for your husband, that's spiritual warfare. And you need to be very intentional with reading your Bible, with what you eating. You might need to do the Daniel fast. With what you watching on your phone, how much phone time you on, are you working out every day, 30 minutes a day, you cardio, what are you doing that got you sluggish, headache, tired, all of this right here. And so these are the conversations that I have men and women have in their marriage, because you got to get to the root cause, and you got to understand that's how the devil uses you. The devil will have you addicted to that phone, the way you're not getting proper rest, so much blue light, you ain't getting your melatonin release, and then everything affects everything. So now you ain't get your melatonin release. Now you wake up groggy. Now you don't eat, or now you overeat. Then you cranky. Then your stomach hurting. Then your head hurting. Now all that trickle down. Now you not prepared in your intestinal health, in your gut health, in your mental health, in your spiritual health, in your emotional health, to come and be one with your husband. Now this ain't for the fornicators. Get out of the fornication and get married. And the person don't want to marry you, you need to leave. Cut off your fornication. Cut off your fornication. If they love you, they don't need to fornicate with you. If they love you, y'all could communicate, have communication, and y'all could get married. If they don't love you enough to marry you, but he love you enough to bone you, you being finessed. You in a finessing relationship, and the man don't like you, he don't want you, don't love you, don't want to be with you. And I'm the first one here to tell you, because if a grown man that afraid of marriage, but he not afraid of laying down and getting you pregnant, he not afraid of catching herpes, HIV, AIDS, syphilis, trichognometry, and all the other STDs, something is wrong with him. The least thing he should be scared of is marriage, because he could go and get a divorce. But when he catch an incurable disease, he can't do nothing about that. So if he's sleeping with you and don't know that he the only one you sleeping with because he don't even love you enough to marry you, he don't trust you enough to marry you, but yet he willing to play Russian roulette with his life by having sex with you, condom or not, that's an excuse. So get out the bed fornicating and do it God way and get married and shut up and stop making excuses for why you can't get married if you want to be around here sleeping around. Because for one, we got to put our trust in God, not in human. So if you can't marry a woman, but yet you want to sleep with her, what make you think she ain't sleep with nobody else? If you don't even love her and trust her enough to marry her. Well, oh, I got to get everything in order before I get married. Well, you got to get everything in order before you catch an STD or before you get the woman pregnant and then be asking her to have an abortion, which is a sin. So it's a lot more that you need to do. For one, as a man, you need to get disciplined. And so what I had to do as a man, I had to realize that my mind wants sex, but my body don't need sex. So if my wife is in an uncomfortable position, if she's in a rush, if she got a headache, if she got a stomach ache, then I don't need to inconvenience her just because my mind want to do something. I had to learn to ask my body, do my body need this release? Because see, when the body need the release in a man, we'll become very tense, we'll become very agitated, we'll be getting short-tempered, we'll start to go through different things like that. So once I realized that, okay, my mind want it, but my body don't need it, then that's when I came to the place and I said, okay, I got to get this here together, because I'll be just asking my wife all the time. And it is more taxing on a woman than it is on a man. Because see, as a man, we just got the little magic wand just shooting out a little fire. That's all we got going on as a man. But see, with the woman, every time a man is with his woman, that woman brain is preparing the body for a third human being. The brain is, the woman, it's a lot more emotional. That's why when women say that they have casual sex or they believe sex could be casual, that's because they don't understand the brain, they don't understand their own body, and they are ignorant, and they've been turned over to a reprobate mind. There's no such thing as casual sex for a woman, because a woman carries a child and gives birth. A woman's whole entire body, her hips, her breasts, her stomach, her brain, every single thing adjusts to carry that third life. So when a woman has sex, the body is preparing for a third life. Now, the body knows, and the brain and the body knows what 24 hours of the 30 days, or what 48 hours, or whatever it may be, that a woman could get pregnant. So it knows that as well. But the process still continues of the mental and emotional. And that's why soul ties are formed. And so what you have to realize and understand is, if you're going to send your woman through that right there, you need to really need it. You need to really need it, and you need to make sure that your life is in order, that you're not sending your woman through that emotional experience and that spiritual experience because you so addicted to what you watching on your phone, what you watching on your laptop. So when you get your life in order as a man and you firing on all cylinders, now you only going to her when you really need that. And so you got to be so I pay attention to my mental health. If I start to kind of unwind in my mental, then I know I need a connection with my wife. I need to come together with my wife. Me and my wife need to come together, and we need to consummate, because that's healing, and it's a release when you're with your wife. A man who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. And what we have to remember is that the Bible tells us that a man cannot deny his woman his body, and a woman cannot deny her man her body. That we are in sin if we are telling our partner no. A part of marriage is being selfless enough when you don't feel like it to still give your human, your other half, that connection to help them refrain from sin. But if you are telling your partner no, You are condoning sin, and you promoting sin, and you provoking them to sin. And their blood is on your hands if you are in a union, a covenant of marriage under God. But hey, God bless you. Too many texts coming in. Got to get on, see what folks need, because I'm in here getting car service, and the service guy just wrote me. And my daddy doing something for the boys program, and he just wrote me. And somebody else just wrote me. But hey, God bless you. Keep your head up. We'll talk soon.